This probe sonicator was purchased through the Endowment Fund for the Department of Chemistry. This metal probe here produces high-frequency sound waves that mechanically can lyse open bacterial cells. So for the students, this allows them to break open bacterial cells to study proteins and nucleic acids in order to kind of understand the structure and function of these molecules.
This is a microcontroller purchased through the Endowment Fund for the Department of Computer Science. This is a microcontroller that we use in courses like real-time systems where you need real-time guarantees, and an operating system might get in the way of that. This one you can just pull pieces out and attach them as needed, which is very convenient. And also, we have the ability to have a screen instead of 8 lights to figure out what's going on inside the machine. So right now I have it running a program that just displays a timer. It's a simple example. And we can use the advantage of the screen that we weren't able to use before to display exactly what's happening with high precision as opposed to before when we had 8 lights.
The Department of Biological Sciences was able to procure these miniature skeletal models and the digital blood pressure cuffs here alongside with the physiological collection data units through the Endowment Fund. A huge part in anatomy classes is learning to be able to visualize where the structures are located and where they are attached to. Additionally, the department procured the physiology equipment such as the blood pressure cuffs here, as well as the physiology collection data units that the students can use in the labs so they can obtain their own data and apply live and improved data that they learned from the classrooms and use their own calculations and formulas at a real-life setting.
This is one of the digital microscopes purchased through the Endowment Fund. We are so excited to be able to integrate them into our first-year microbiology undergraduate labs. What's really interesting about this microscope is that we can look at bacterial samples on the iPad instead of through ocular lenses like with a regular light microscope. We can easily take a picture of the micrograph slide itself to help with better studying and remembering what we saw instead of trying to draw it by hand. This microscope also has really cool features that allow us to annotate the micrograph itself so we can do better bacterial cell counts and measure the different cell sizes.
This photoelectric apparatus was purchased through the Endowment Fund for Physics and Astronomy Department. This apparatus allows us to study the photoelectric effect, which is one of the most fundamental and important phenomena discovered in physics. The effect generates current when you expose a photosensitive material to light of sufficient energy. This experiment gives students a direct access to this phenomenon and allows them to directly study it. This version of the experiment is also closer to the classical experiment, which involves a direct detection of the generated photocurrent.
This is Mathematize. It was funded through the Endowment Fund for the Department of Mathematics. It's a super simple way of keeping up with the material week to week. The interface is super simple. It basically just tells you what you have to do for the week, and when it's due, you can go back and review exercises if you want, if you had trouble with it. It was super helpful for me, just going back and reviewing material that I had in a super simple way. So for us, we had weekly check-ins through Mathematize. By doing the check-ins, I kind of knew what I needed to know for that week, or what were the most important topics for that week.
This very efficient and reliable crowdmark scanner was purchased through the Endowment Fund for the Department of Statistics. We use it to scan student assessments such as biweekly quizzes or exams, which are then uploaded and graded through the crowdmark system. Many of our 1000 and 2000 level courses tend to have large class sizes, so being able to scan all of those assessments in such a short amount of time is a very important benefit that we are receiving, and it greatly helps us TAs with our marking responsibilities, keeping everything clean and accurate, and just overall making the whole process faster.